Welcome to our presentation of Giza Lite. Giza Lite was created to serve the design community as a quick and easy-to-use connection design tool. In this video, I will show you all the features of Giza Lite and how to use them. We'll start by making a simple shear tab connection using the new connection button in the toolbar. In the connection window, there are several categories to choose from. Expand the drop-down list to choose from shear, moment, vertical brace, and horizontal brace connections. The next drop-down will determine your primary member. From here, we can select the specific connection code to use. To view a description of each connection, click the icon in the top left. To create your connection, double-click the connection you want to create. Once the connection is made, we can start modifying the connection. On the left portion of the screen, there are several fields that we can change. In the Primary tab, the girder size can be changed. In the beam properties, the size, grade, skew, and several options can be changed. When the beam span is changed, Giza will calculate end reactions based on the UDL criteria. The Load tab is where you can define a specific load for the beam. If you'd like to see the values on the sketch instead of the labels, there's an option to do so in the top left of the sketch screen. You can also export your drawings to a DXF or DWG file type using the button in the top right. By clicking the check icon on the toolbar, you can open the check form to see all the limit states being calculated. For this connection, it looks like the connection angle thickness is failing. By clicking the Design button, we can change the properties of the connection and make the limit states pass. In this design window, we're going to increase the size of the connection angle. Then, hit the Calculate button to apply these changes. With these changes, you can see that the connection has now passed. Back in the connection properties, there are several ways to customize this connection. In the Parts tab, we can change the connection angle to be a shear plate. We can change this shear plate to be full depth or partial depth, and we can even change the gauge to be normal or extended. We can even change the connection to have multiple beams. If we change the shear tab to a connection angle, and then go back to the secondary tab, we can mark the second beam as active. This will create a two-way connection that we can use. The same thing can be done in moment connections. The default moment connections will have one beam set as active, but by setting all of the beams as active, we can create a three-way moment connection. Vertical bracing connections can also be changed to suit a variety of needs. By going through the brace settings, we can change the type of brace that is being used. We can also add a second brace, just like we did with the shear and moment connections. The braces can also be changed to be bolted on the stem rather than the flange. By turning off the beam, we can also make a chevron connection. Once you have your desired connection, you can create a calculation report. With a connection open, you can click on the Report button in the toolbar to start generating a report. These reports can be modified in a few ways, but we will keep the default for now. Each report will be saved as a PDF file that can be opened with any PDF viewer. When you open the report, you will see the sketch, connection properties, as well as the calculations for this connection. For each calculation made, the AISC edition and specific page number is referenced. These reports are also searchable. By using the search function in your PDF viewer, you can search for any keyword found in the report. We can even track the changes between each revision of the report. If we go back to the original connection and change the beam size, we can generate the report again, but this time with different calculations. To activate this feature, we will need to update the revision number and check the Highlight Changes button. If we save the PDF again, the report will now highlight the changes. Giza Lite can also set job-specific defaults for your connections. If we go to the Job Manager on the toolbar and edit our current job, we can see the current settings for our job. Here, you can change the AISC reference edition that's being used, you can choose the design method you would like to use, and we can even choose if we want to use the New York City Building Code. In the tabs on the top, this is where we can choose the defaults for new connections. We can change the default bolt sizes, material grades, the connection part properties, and we can also change the settings for automatically calculating loads using the shear load schedule. We can also adjust the UDL criteria on the left. Thank you for watching this video on Giza Lite. If you have any other questions, please visit our website at www.gizasteel.com.